Yo, what's good out there in this crazy world we live in? For those of you that don't know me, I go by Lurchums, the Gatekeeper, the motherfucking king of Rhode Island. Check this out. I get asked on a daily basis on the internet how I got the name the Gatekeeper. How'd you get the name the Gatekeeper? I'm going to tell you who gave me the name and how I got the name and why the name stuck. So I got the name from the co-owner of the Strand Ballroom and Theater in Providence. His name is Frank. Salute to my boy Frank. We had a conversation one day about whack rappers that were opening up for great names out here in Rhode Island just because they could sell a few tickets. And I told Frank, I said, you're the gatekeeper. I said, you have the power to stop these whack rappers from opening up for these big names so these big names don't think this is all we have to offer because they can spend a few dollars and get the tickets up front. So, boom, they got to open up the show. I said, nah, it has to be people of notoriety out here that are really doing shit in the music. I said, yo, Frank, you're the gatekeeper. He looked right back at me. He said, Lurch, do whatever you want with it. He said, you're the gatekeeper. You're the last line of defense between the artist on the stage and the streets. And if anything was to happen to them, I could lose everything. So salute to Frank for naming me the gatekeeper. Now, let me tell you how the gatekeeper stuck and why and how I actually evolved into Lurchums, the gatekeeper, the king of Rhode Island. Because of Arsenal the Rebel. Salute my boy Arsenal, straight up. He gave me the platform when he was doing the I Really Rap tournaments on Instagram in the beginning of COVID. All right, so he was doing these tournaments. I was in 3 tournaments total. So I had videos of me rapping on Arsenal's page for like 3 weeks on his Instagram, doing numbers. During the first tournament, I made it to the first 8. I made it to the final 8 out of 32 MCs, and I knocked myself out because I forgot a word in my verse. The second tournament, I made it from 32 MCs down to 8 MCs, forgot a word in my verse. So I got knocked out again. I wasn't even going to enter the third tournament. I hit up Arsenal. I was like, yo, Ars, I appreciate everything with these tournaments and everything, dog. I said, but I can't even do it again, man. I said, I'm losing the MCs that I think are beneath me over me forgetting words in the verse. You know what I mean? I said, I don't even want to do it again. And that's when Arsenal was like, yo, Lurch, on some real shit. He said, my manager had picked you in the first one to win the whole shit. Like, he thought you were going to win the whole shit. He said, dog, you got to do this one. And by that point, I had already purchased my way into both tournaments. And I'm like, I don't even want to do it again. I just beat myself, costing myself money at an opportunity, and I'm beating me. He was like, fuck it, just we're going to put you in the third one. Join anyway. You got to do it, Lurch. So I ended up joining the third tournament. But in the first tournament, in the end of one of my first verses I had done, I closed out the verse by saying, Frank, call him the gatekeeper. Why the fuck would you try him? Lurchums, the gatekeeper. The motherfucking king of Rhode Island. And when I ended my first verse in the first round like that, when the videos got put up on Arsenal's page to decide who the winner of that part of the tournament was, everybody and their mother was saying the gatekeeper, the gatekeeper, the gatekeeper. So early on, I was like, damn, they're going to start calling me the gatekeeper for good on